Hi, I'm Kevin VanDam, and as a tournament fisherman, I've got to be able to catch fish all the time, all over the country, and I've got to break down a big body of water in a short period of time. So anytime that I'm thinking about what lure I might want to use, I want to try to figure out what depth zone I'm trying to cover and pick a technique and a lure that matches that depth zone and the type of cover or structure that I'm fishing and is going to be the most efficient for it, especially when you're trying to find bass. You know, a bait like this, a flipping bait like this is very efficient when I'm going down a weed line like I am right here. I can go right along the outside edge and I can target that outside edge with it. I can follow it with my depth finder, and it's very efficient for pinpoint casts right down the weed line. If there was not a lot of grass or I was just trying to fish, a rocky flat, something like that, and fish it a little bit deeper, a crankbait would be a better choice because I can make a long cast, I can cover a lot of water with it, and what I'm trying to do initially is just find where the bass are at. So I like to fish techniques and lures to find bass that I can cover a lot of water with quickly, are efficient for that depth zone, and the other thing is I really like baits that are effective at triggering reaction strikes out of the bass. So bouncing a crankbait on the bottom, a jerk bait with that stop and go retrieve, it's going to get bass fired up that are not even actually feeding. So things like that I can do to help trigger bass that are inactive, with any retrieve of the lure that I'm throwing that's efficient for the depth zone and the cover is going to be what I'm looking for first and foremost. You got a tackle box full of lures, you got to use the right one for the right situation. That is what you want to do right there. Now, I was just fishing along this grass line and I'm throwing a rodent and there's heavy matted grass right here, and I'm just pitching this bait. I've got a 1 ounce sinker. It's real fast and efficient. I can punch it down through that grass, get it all the way to the bottom, and make a quick presentation. So, if I'm trying to cover a long grass line like this, something like this is very efficient for covering this outside edge of the grass.